Hey, John, just confirming you can see us on YouTube. Okay, great. Thanks.
All right, good evening, everyone. I'd like to call this October 12th, 2021 Electronic Hybrid School Board Regular Meeting to order. Ms. Goodell, can you call the roll?
Yes, Dr. Anderson,
Here.
Dr. Dimick,
Here.
Ms. Downs,
Here.
Mr. Henderson,
Here.
Ms. Litton,
Here.
and Dr. Ruiz Bolanos.
Here.
Thank you.
Great, thank you, Ms. Goodell. Can everybody stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone. Can I have a motion to adopt the agenda? Vice Chair Downs?
Chair Litton, I move that we adopt the agenda as presented.
Thank you, Vice Chair Downs. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Dr. Anderson. Ms. Goodell, can you call the roll?
Yes, Dr. Anderson,
Yes.
Dr. Dimick,
Yes.
Ms. Downs.
Yes.
Mr. Henderson.
Yes.
Ms. Litton,
Yes.
and Dr. Ruiz Bolanos.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Goodell. All right, to get started, I believe we will have a spotlight team FCCPS, and I will turn it over to Dr. Noonan.
Thank you, Chair Litton. Good evening, everybody. Nice to see you all here and on the screen. This evening, we have a brief spotlight that's discussing and contemplating some of the fall assessments that our students are currently undergoing. But the best part of the presentation this evening on the spotlight is we get a chance to hear from Dr. Peter Weilenman, who is our new Director of Assessment, Accountability, and I always get your title mixed up, but Data Assessment and Accountability. Anyway, we're really pleased that Peter was able to join us recently from Arlington County, where he spent many, many years. We had a meet and greet for him, so most of you had a chance to meet him along the way. And it was the night of the big power outage. So if you weren't able to make it, it was a memorable night. But anyway, with that, we'll kick off the spotlight.
My name is Peter Weilenman. I'm the new Director of Assessment and Accountability here in Falls Church. And this year, the state, through legislation, has added the new growth assessment. I wanted to spend a few minutes today talking about that and a couple other of the assessments that we are doing this fall. The growth assessment is basically a mini SOL. It's a short benchmark assessment. It's looking at where students are right now, and especially this year after the pandemic, we're trying to give teachers as much data as possible. This is not a high stakes test. We don't want people studying for this. This is really just to give information to teachers to help them plan instruction. And again, this is state mandated. And the other two assessments that will give teachers a lot of really good data this year are the STAR assessments, and we actually have 3 this year. We have an early literacy STAR assessment, which will look at our younger students' math and numeracy skills. And then we have STAR reading and STAR math. And needless to say, one looks at math scores and one looks at reading scores. The important thing to remember about all of these is it gives teachers data about where your student is and where they need to go. It helps plan that roadmap for instruction. The growth assessment is 3rd through 8th grade, while the STAR is, we actually give those everywhere from kindergarten up to some 12th graders take it. So it's a broad spectrum. We will be over the next few weeks working on updating our website to talk a lot more about assessments in general. We hope to have a little chart that shows you what students are taking what assessment at what grade level, and then you'll be able to click on a link and it will take you to an explanation of each assessment. We're going to be sharing a lot of results at your teacher-parent conference in early November, so your teacher will have a lot of data to share with you at that point. For now, we're going to be focusing though on using that data in classroom instruction.
Great, thank you so much for that. And I know we'll have some further conversation later in the meeting on assessments, but thanks for that spotlight. It's much appreciated. All right, next we will move on to public comment and requests. And before we start, I do need to read this statement. While the Falls Church City's Emergency Ordinance 2011 remains in effect due to COVID-19, written statements may be submitted to the clerk for dissemination to school board members. Please send written statements to School Board Clerk Marty Goodell at goodellm@fccps.org. Public comment received by 10 a.m. on the day of the meeting will be posted in board docs prior to the meeting. Individuals wishing to appear virtually and make public comment must register in advance by emailing School Board Clerk Marty Goodell at goodellm@fccps.org with their name, address, contact information, and topic no later than 5 p.m. on the business day before the meeting. Individuals who indicate they wish to speak will receive an email with the speaker number and information to access the meeting. Individuals will speak in the order of their speaker number. The board will receive comments for up to 30 minutes or until registered speakers have been heard, whichever comes first. In accordance with school board policy BDDH, each speaker will be limited to 3 minutes. All right, I believe, Ms. Goodell, we have one speaker tonight. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. We have
Can
one
I,
speaker.
can I ask a clarifying question
Sure.
before I admit the speaker? Are we cameras on with the speaker or cameras off? Because there was a time where it was cameras off. I'm just wondering.
I mean, if he has his camera on, I think
Okay.
it's fine to have it on.
Okay,
If we're okay with that, yeah.
all right, I'll admit our speaker. And he is connecting. And he's connected. Okay.
All right, please go ahead, Mr. Anderson.
Thank you, Chair Litton, Vice Chair Downs, and the board members. I'm speaking tonight as a data professional, but more importantly, as a concerned parent and community member who has looked at the student academic achievement data on tonight's agenda. You will probably spend well over an hour tonight walking through the Falls Church SOL data, other Northern Virginia SOL data, and lots of information about other FCCPS academic and non-academic activities. These other activities certainly make our schools special and show we have some very high-performing students. However, I think it's important to remember that those activities are not central to a discussion of our SOL performance. While SOLs do not capture the full story of any district or its students, they do reflect the academic preparation across the whole student population rather than just a subset of it, like AP and IB students or national award winners. The core message of the SOL data is that FCCPS weathered the pandemic relatively well, but we did struggle in places, especially in math, and particularly among middle school students and certain demographic groups. All of us watched our kids struggle last year, and the SOL data provides some indication of their academic challenges. It is perfectly okay to acknowledge that. I applaud our staff, students, and parents for doing their best under tough circumstances, and I'm grateful the pandemic's impact wasn't worse. I hope tonight's discussion about our other academic and non-academic achievements does not distract from the necessary discussion of the pandemic's effects on learning. There is also no data about gaps in the performance of students among various demographic groups in tonight's presentation. 2 years ago, this data was presented in detail. Focusing on the needs of individual students, as the presentation suggests we do, is absolutely correct, but that is not mutually exclusive with a full presentation of the data. We spend a lot of time talking about equity in our schools. The FCCPS placemat has a section dedicated to closing gaps. Now is a good time to acknowledge those gaps and to make progress in the classroom on behalf of those who need more help to succeed. SOLs should by no means be the only data we use in evaluating the performance of our schools, but they are the only data with near universal participation of eligible students, unlike almost all the other data points considered in the presentation, like IB, AP, or national awards. So whatever data is used to tell the story of FCCPS, we should be aware of who is and who is not included in that data. Thank you for considering my views and for all your work to make FCCPS the best school division in Virginia. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson. All right, Ms. Goodell, do we have any written comments tonight?
Mr. Anderson had also submitted one written comment. That's all we
Okay.
received.
Great.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, next we have our recognition and reports. So first on our list is the VSBA Media Honor Roll recognition. So we're happy tonight to honor our local media. On July 13th, 2021, the school board approved and adopted the 2021 VSBA Media Honor Roll Resolution 821, 921, and 1021, recognizing Nicholas Benton, publisher and editor-in-chief of the Falls Church News Press, Matt Delaney, news reporter of the Falls Church News Press, and Heather Graff, news reporter and journalist for WJLA in Washington, D.C. for their ongoing and exemplary nature of reporting on the Falls Church City Public Schools to the community. Thank you for the important role you all play in our community. So tonight we are presenting a commendation certificate from the VSBA for your support for Falls Church City Public Schools. So if we could, I would like to present this to Mr. Nicholas Benton, and where we can do a picture.
Yeah, it'd be great to do a picture.
Okay.
Here comes John.
All right, can we get the board for a picture? And thank you, Nicholas, for being here tonight. We really appreciate it.